Hey everyone, so today we're going to be drawing a Chibi version of a VTuber friend of mine, Disco Devil Girl, and we're starting off with a sketch. I'm actually new to drawing Chibis, so this is a bit of a practice in drawing clothes and kind of just general character design. I fought with the legs a bit here, but I eventually made up my mind. I wanted to pose her pretty cutely. She has roller skates, so I wanted to kind of have a pose that kind of has movement in it, and so I decided on having her arms out like she's rolling around. And like I said, I'm new to drawing chibis, so this was definitely a good exercise for me in kind of proportions, as well as just how to design chibis in a way that looks cute and also stylish. I fought with the mouth here too. I couldn't really make up my mind on how I wanted to do it. I eventually decided on just having it a little bit open, but I definitely had some indecisiveness there. And I think actually when I drew the hair here, I kind of drew it backwards, and you see I flip it here. I also know that I drew the bangs too high up initially, so later in the video you will see me adjust those down further. You'll also notice I like to erase guidelines when I sketch, kind of as I go. That's just something I do to keep my sketch a little bit cleaner. I know a lot of people keep their guidelines in pretty much the whole time they're sketching. It just drives me crazy, so I do remove lines when I can. I also like to add the shines in the eyes, something I think is really cute. I almost forgot eyebrows, so glad I didn't. Here's where I adjust the bangs. I tried redrawing them, but I liked my original edges for the bangs, so I just extended them down. Here I start on the clothing. She's got quite a large bust, so I wanted to make sure I accentuate that, and I kind of adjust the body shape a little bit here to be more hourglass figure. I really do like her outfit. It's very cute and it's very colorful, as you'll see when we start coloring. I think the little poofs she's got on her arms are very adorable, and I wanted to make sure I drew those nose in a very cute way. Here I drew the bow off to the side first and then I moved it over. It was just easier for me to kind of see what I was drawing because there's a lot of lines that intersect in this spot. Hands are always fun. We're almost done with the sketch, just got a couple more details here, just like her bottom wings, which I'm getting sorted right now. And then I believe I will just have her tail. Thought about flipping the tail back here, but I liked the way I originally drew it, so I decided against it. And that is the sketch done. So now the next thing I do is work on line art. And I spend some time here picking some colors. I wanted to make sure I got her color palette correct. And it takes me a little while to get the color right before I go in and I fix some of the detailing I forgot, like her eyelashes. Now we're ready to start lining. So I like to do colored line art. I usually will use a darker color than what the inside fill color will be. I just go slightly darker than that and use that as my lining color. I will change colors around different parts of the sketch. Right here her skin is purple, so I'm going in with a little bit darker tone than the color I'll use for her skin. Here I am picking more colors for her hair. I added a little extra little curl into the bangs because I thought it looked cute. And I really love all the details that went into this character design. I think it looks really cute, and it's a very fun character to draw. Here I'm doing the roller skates. I really think the roller skates are cute. I'm happy with how they turned out. I was going to line the inner eyes with that same dark purple color, but I decided to go and line them with orange because that's the color the eyes will be. Can't forget the accessories. Here we're starting to fill in some color. I often will do the faces first. Getting the flat colors in goes pretty quick. The way I do my line art, I just drop colors in. I decided to adjust this little arm poof. I thought it looked a little bit better coming a little more in front of the bust area. Also, sorry for any of the emails popping up. I didn't disable those notifications before I started recording, so hope that's not too annoying for anybody. But now we're going into shading. I draw in some flat color shading first, and then I'll go in with a blend brush and blend it out a little bit. Now we're adding highlights to the hair. I wanted to have it have a shine look, so we added some pink highlights. Now we're just shading the clothing and the shoes. I just wanted to do a little bit of shading just to give it that extra oomph. Alright, and then we're going to go and do a background color and some background, just a little bit of like a dots patterning. And add my signature, and then we'll be done. And that is the finished product. Thanks everyone for watching.